common man is afraid of cholesterol, then we have to tell that there are two types of cholesterol. We have to say it is good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Cholesterol is necessary. Usually we are saying it is low density lipid and high density lipid. So high density lipid is required, low density lipid is harmful. But this way we have to explain. Same way greenhouse effect. No, we don't want greenhouse effect. No, this is very, very wrong concept. Because of greenhouse effect, various things are happening on Earth's surface. They are really important thing. Let us check out first what is exactly I want to tell about this greenhouse effect. Say again we have to go to Mercury, the first planet, which should have very high temperature, but not. Why it is not having high temperature? Because in case of Mercury, atmosphere is very, very rare, and as a result, Mercury is not having high temperature as expected. Whatever the surface heat is received, that is reflected back. In global, previous part we discussed that there is radiation absorbed. Here there is no question of radiation absorbed by atmosphere. So the other side, which is facing to dark side or opposite of sun, that side of Mercury is simply having very low temperature. Suppose I am talking of daily temperature range, or simply we can say that what is the daytime temperature and nighttime temperature. The difference between daytime temperature and nighttime temperature is very, very, very high in case of Mercury. In case of Earth, our temperature range is not that high. Say I am staying in Mumbai, where maximum temperature in summer season may go to 37 degrees Celsius, 38 degrees Celsius. We are saying it's very hot. Temperature is around 38 degrees Celsius. Nighttime temperature is around 28 or 27 degrees Celsius. So what is difference between daytime temperature and nighttime temperature? That is hardly 10 degrees Celsius. So what we have to say, that maximum temperature and minimum temperature difference you have to monitor. That is called as daily temperature range on surface of Earth, obviously. Why? This is because of greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect? Let us check out. Now you are aware that short radiations and long radiations. Rather, I have to explain greenhouse. I can explain it on basis of car. Suppose you have a car. That car is there on road, particularly during daytime. You are enclosing that car. Say all glass windows, they are closed, and you are going outside the car. Car is there in the sunlight. When you are entering in car again, you will get that inside the car temperature is very, very, very high. What is the reason behind that? The glass windows are there. Even the front windshield, that is also made up of glass. In old cars, the windshield was very small, but here in order to make it aerodynamic, windshield, or that is front glass, is comparatively now broad. From that, radiations are that sun radiations are coming inside, that is short wave. They are absorbed by parts of car inside. They get heated and then heat is radiated back in form of long radiations. But glass is opaque for this type of long radiations, and therefore they get trapped inside. This is called as greenhouse effect. Now for agricultural purpose, various greenhouses are constructed. There this same effect is observed, and therefore particularly it was observed in greenhouse. It is called as greenhouse effect. But in case of now mega cities, or in cities also, various buildings are there having glass covering. Then also we can able to observe this type of effect. Now on Earth, this effect is observed because of certain gases. These gases are having tendency to absorb this long radiation and retaining for a while, not permanently absorb, they are retaining for a while. That's why we are calling these gases as greenhouse gases, particularly water vapors, carbon dioxide and methane. They are greenhouse gases. They are absorbing the energy radiated by Earth's surface to greater extent. Now that's why Earth is having almost uniform temperature at particular place. Say almost word is important. Don't tell me that in Libya there are certain places where maximum temperature is above 50 and minimum temperature is below 0. Yeah, it's true, but to certain places only. Overall, at coastal region, we are getting not much difference and not of 100 degrees Celsius difference. If you observe mercury, then daytime temperature or daytime and nighttime temperature differs more than 100 degrees Celsius easily. So in case of Earth, it is not happening. This is because of greenhouse effect. Now what is the impact of this greenhouse effect? Say water vapor we can't change out. As long as atmosphere is consisting of water vapor, we are not able to remove entire water vapor from atmosphere. What is the thing that carbon dioxide is there? And increasing amount of carbon dioxide will increase temperature, because as more carbon dioxide is there in atmosphere, more energy is absorbed, more longer radiations are absorbed, and that's why temperature will rise. That is basic idea. We can't change out amount of methane, we can't change out amount of water vapor, so only thing that we are able to change, that is amount of carbon dioxide present here. And that's why another concept is there, that is called as global warming. That average temperature of Earth, say average temperature means we have to take a general average of Earth's temperatures, that average temperature is rising out. You may hear that in various cities, the record break temperatures are observed during summer season. Say I am staying in Mumbai. In case of Mumbai, 36-37 degree temperature is considered as very, very high temperature. But sometime it reaches to 40 degree also. Reasons we have to check. It is not necessary that only carbon dioxide is therefore responsible for this. But fact is that we are getting higher temperatures, and that we are calling as global warming. What is the fear? That if temperature continues rising this way, then what they are saying, scientists, that one day the polar ice caps will start melting out, and that will rise temperature of oceans, and then the area at low altitude may submerge under ocean. So this type of concept is there, that is called as global warming, and that's why global warming is dangerous. Now let us check out what is the basic theory that emission of carbon dioxide is increased by man. Say we can't change out water vapor, we can't change out methane. No doubt methane is called as marsh gas, particularly from marshy places. This is byproduct, bacterial byproduct, let us check out, and therefore it is not, we are not able to change out the amount of methane in atmosphere. So only thing is that we are changing out amount of carbon dioxide in atmosphere. Let us check out again. When we are talking of carbon dioxide, industries today also, why I am saying today, because now era is change. In old days, when industrial revolution occurred, at that time it was only coal they were using as fuel. But later on, introduction of petrol or the petroleum is there. Now we are using gases also, electricity, various thermal power plant, nuclear power plant. Then also nearly world's 50% plus requirements are satisfied by burning out coal only. That will create huge amount of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide also, and to certain level of nitrogen oxides, various nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxides. They are also coming out from burning of coal and they are releasing out in atmosphere. Out of that, carbon dioxide is rising out temperature because of this greenhouse effect. Whatever in remaining 50%, we are using again petrol, diesel, kerosene like for fuel, and they are also releasing out carbon dioxide, and that's why emission of carbon dioxide is increased and global warming is there. Over the century, data says that temperature is rising out. Let us check out how we are responsible for that. We are producing carbon dioxide, fact. But carbon dioxide is recycled by plant, number one. Carbon dioxide is highly soluble in water. Say what soda we are drinking, that is actually aerated or carbonated water, where carbon dioxide is dissolved in water under very high pressure. But otherwise also carbon dioxide is fairly soluble in water, particularly carbon dioxide when dissolved in water, it is producing a compound, we are calling this as H2CO3. This is called as carbonic acid. It is highly soluble, and therefore on Earth's surface, when we are drinking out water, whatsoever matter distilled, we are saying we are drinking pure water, but no, it is always dilute, very, very dilute, but carbonic acid. Now, Earth's nearly 2/3 surface is water. So, carbon dioxide is widely absorbed in water. As it is absorbed, there is growth of planktons. Various plants are rising in the sea. And these planktons, we are aware that these are observed till 600 feet depth, that is 100 fathom depth, where sunlight reaches, and they are basically producers for entire living system, living world inside these oceans and seas. So this way carbon dioxide is trapped. Say once carbon dioxide is trapped, I am giving here imbalance reaction, that is carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight, not reversible sign, in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, we are getting C6H12O6. This is simple sugar, plus. What is important thing from us, that is oxygen is liberated. Now, oxygen is having considerably less solubility in water, considerably. And therefore, extra oxygen produced by these plants inside water, they are simply coming out of water. And this way, carbon dioxide is circulated with help of water. Secondly, on terrestrial part, no doubt, deserts are there. But in desert also, oases are also there. There is chance that growth of certain plants are there. Other than that, various deep forests are there. Entire Amazon valley, particularly we can consider Brazil, the central parts of Africa, certain parts of Indonesia, India, China, and obviously entire northern part of Soviet Union and Canada. They are having very dense forest. Taiga, there we can say taiga forest. These forests, they are absorbing out carbon dioxide. And again, reaction is same. This is photosynthesis reaction. We are getting oxygen liberated back. Now, again, another important thing. this particular topic we have to discuss in photosynthesis at detail. In case of photosynthesis, two mechanisms we have to study, C3 mechanism and C4 mechanism. That C3 mechanism is observed in various dicotyledonous plants, whereas certain monocotyledon, particularly like maize, sugarcane, they are having C4 mechanism, where they are having problem of scarcity of carbon dioxide. Keep in mind, there something is phenomena is like this. There is formation of necklace, and this is the central cell. All these cells are absorbing carbon dioxide, and then that carbon dioxide is transported to central cell, and then photosynthesis carried out at this cell only. Getting idea? So remaining cells are there, they are necklace cell, they are trapping out carbon dioxide, and then carbon dioxide is sent to one cell. Why? Because there is scarcity of carbon dioxide in the field. So here I am talking of rising level of carbon dioxide. There in biology, certain mechanisms are there, they are showing that there is scarcity of carbon dioxide, and then they have to carry out this type of action. No doubt, yet farmers or agricultural scientists, they are focusing only on supplement of nutrients to the soil. Let us check out, suppose carbon dioxide is bubbled out inside the field, like we are using a drip irrigation process. So some pipe mechanism should be there that will give continuously rising amount of carbon dioxide. Maybe possible, we are getting good work. Say suppose there is diesel engine, diesel pump to take water, then that outlet should be piped out in the field, and so rising level of carbon dioxide can be maintained. That will maybe possible yield good crop. This is major objection for global warming concept, that as amount of carbon dioxide will increase, the amount of plant will grow to greater extent and they will consume out this carbon dioxide. This is highly complicated phenomena and controversial also. If you are aware that there were ice ages in the life of Earth, at least 4 ice ages were there. Whatever in history we discuss, that is very small ice age of 400 years. But otherwise, ice ages survive in lakhs of years. If I am plotting a graph, let us check out what is the graph I can get. Here I am making line where 0 degree Celsius temperature is there. Ice age means temperature should be less than 0. Here I am plotting in terms of years, so time in terms of years, and here temperature, but absolute we are plotting here in temperature in degree Celsius and not absolute temperature. Say it is ice age over the period. I don't know what is the period of that ice age. Then ice age start disappearing, that means there is rise in temperature slowly and steadily. Then there is again ice age, or say this way, we can check out this way, a stagnant period. Then again ice age is there, may be possible this way or this way. So this way means slowly temperature start decreasing out here comparatively fast. Again there was a stagnant period, may be possible. Again there is rise in temperature. Now this period of ice age is over the lakh of years, several lakh years. Again there is decrease, may be possible this way. So what I want to tell, we don't know whether ice age will appear again or not, but as it is showing periodic action, may be possible ice age may come. Whereas we are at this zone, and therefore we are getting rise in temperature. Why? We have to consider ourselves as responsible for this. So no doubt there is rising temperature, global warming is fact, but if we are at this zone, then we can observe only rising temperature. Suppose we are at this zone of time, we are getting only decreasing temperature. At that time we have to worry that okay, temperature is falling down. Alright, so this is the case about global warming. So many objections are there for this theory. So here we are ending out this topic, that is greenhouse effect and global warming.